Hello everyone, Nancy here. We are going to show you how to make this fun card right here using the February 2022 Safari Celebration Paper Pumpkin Kit. And look at that, isn't that fun? It's just a fun pop open card. So really super simple, using quite a bit of pieces from the Paper Pumpkin Kit. So we're going to get started. We're going to start off with our card base here. Card base measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches. Again, supplies and measurements will be listed below. You're going to need your paper trimmer. We're going to take out the card base that was in the Paper Pumpkin Kit, and we're going to cut off one of the sides. All right, so bringing in our paper trimmer, we are going to cut on one of the sides at 4 inches. Save this for something else. Then we're going to turn it and we're going to cut it at 5 inches. Okay, save this for something else. And then we're going to slide this over to the 1 inch mark on the right hand side. And we're going to cut. These are the two pieces that you're going to need for your card front. All right, so we are going to start assembling the front of the card. We're going to take our bone folder, give this a good burnish. This is scored at 5.5 and 4 1/4. So we're going to take our 1 inch strip, put adhesive on it, put it on this little 1 1/4 inch piece right here, like so. Then we're going to take this piece and we're going to adhere it on the front. Make sure you have it going the correct direction. Okay, we're going to lay that right on the front. Paying attention to make sure you're getting it even on all sides. Okay, super duper fun. Now we're going to bend this over at that score line that we put in earlier, and we're going to give this a burnish right here. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take our glitter organdy ribbon that we have. It is in the annual catalog. And I'm going to put just a strip of adhesive on the back just so this stays in place for me. Okay. Then I'm going to take and put another strip of adhesive on the back side, and we're going to close this up. Okay, take your bone folder, give it a good burnish so that it sticks together. And then we're just going to tie a knot with this beautiful ribbon. Okay, next we're just going to cut off our extra layover of ribbon here. And then I'm going to take a glue dot, just because I didn't get it down tight enough for myself. I'm going to put a glue dot right underneath the bow or the knot. Next, we're going to come in with some of the bits that you got in your kit. We're going to take the large circle, put some adhesive on it, right in the middle of the circle. Okay, just an X. We're going to layer that on top of that card base, trying to make sure that you got equal amounts over here, here, bottom, and top. Okay. We're going to take our cute elephant on her roller skates. We'll put some adhesive on the back of her. And one thing I want to make sure is over on this side by her ear, we're going to put a little bit of extra. Oops. Okay. And I'm going to take one of the purple leaves that was in your kit, and I'm just going to layer this right behind here. like that. We're going to layer the elephant on top of our circle, like that. Okay. Next, we're going to take and do a little bit of stamping. This little green piece I just flipped over. We're going to do stamping on that. And then we're also going to do some stamping on these basic white pieces. They measure 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And we're just going to do all our stamping all at once. So I'm going to move this up and out of the way. So on the front, on this little itty bitty piece, we are going to use the one that says "You Are So," and we're going to stamp that in our rich raspberry ink. Now I'm using just the big ink pad. It works better for me than the small tiny one. We're just going to stamp this right on this little rectangle piece. Next, we're going to take our Fantastic. We're going to take and stamp this. We're going to do the points. Point to point. We're going to have it at like a diamond shape. We're going to stamp the Fantastic closer to the right hand point. And then we're going to take our Yay with the little banner, stamp that in our rich raspberry. Again, making sure that you have the diamond shape look on this square. And we're going to do the corner to corner. And then last, we're going to bring in our soft succulent ink. And we're going to take the cupcake from our stamp set and stamp the little cupcake right up above here. We are next going to take our dimensionals and pop this up. We're going to take our little, I don't know what these are called, these little pebbles, the enamel pebbles, and we're going to bring in our dark fresh freesia blends pen, and we're going to take the brush tip and we're just going to color over the top of these. I'm going to set those off to the side for now because I want those to dry. We're going to concentrate on the mechanism on the inside of the card now. And it's super easy to do. You're going to take a 6x6 designer series sheet of paper. You're going to fold it in half. Actually, I want this side to open, so I'm going to fold this in half this way. Give it a burnish. Then we're going to turn it and fold it again in half so that we have 4 squares. Okay, so now we have our 4 squares. Now we're going to take one point and fold it over to the point across from it. So we're getting a rectangle. Okay, give that a burnish as well. All right, so now what we're going to do, and I guess it depends on what side you want to show when it pops open. I like this inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of bend these the opposite direction and pinch the ends together where that cross is in the middle, okay? So bend it towards each other and kind of work on that bend, all right? So keep on working it, and then pretty soon you're trying to bring these 2 points together, and then we're just going to fold it down on itself like that and form a square. Okay, and then your card, when it opens, will pop open like that. Okay, so on the 2 squares that we didn't have a fold mark in the middle, we're going to place these pieces on top. Okay, so for the bottom one, I'm going to place this one here. This way they can sign their name on here and all that kind of fun stuff. So we're going to work on that one first. We're going to work on the top piece now. I took out a couple of these leaves, and I'm going to put a little bit of Tombow glue on the back of it. Now we're add adhesive to the back of this piece. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take liquid glue. I'm going to get my other Tombow bottle, and we're going to use glue because it is a lot easier to place this on the inside of the card, because then you can kind of shimmy it into place. So we're going to open the inside of our card, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this point and this point. The top point is going to match up with here. This bottom point is going to match up at the bottom of the card, excuse me. And then these 2 points right here are going to match up with the side of the card, because we don't want them overhanging the outside of the card. So in order to do that, we're going to make sure we have the right one. We're going to put glue on the bottom piece. And then we're just going to lay this down. I like to do the top one first, and then one of the sides, the bottom, and then this one should lay right in place. Come down just a tiny bit. Okay, perfect. So now that'll open like that. Again, we're going to use Tombow on top of here. And then we're going to kind of hold this shut and then just lay this right on top of it. Like that. Hold it in place for just a couple seconds. Okay, and while that's drying, we're going to take our little pebbles that we colored, and we're going to place them on top of our card. Well, let's take a look and see how this works. Ta-da! Look at that, you guys. Is that adorable? And what's kind of fun is you can kind of leave it open a little bit too. They could kind of balance it, and it stands right up by itself. Is that not awesome, you guys? I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please let us know. And if you liked this project, be sure to sign up for our newsletter, and you'll get 5 free tutorials. The link will be in the description below.